I'm in the beautiful island of St. Kitts, going down to Turtle Beach now. This is a section of the Southeast Peninsula. It's very dry down here. It's nice all weather, weather-wise all year round here, but it's very dry. It's the driest part of the whole island. So it's amazing the difference if you just go 11 miles back towards town, how much the amount of rain is from here towards Frigate Bay and Basseterre St. Kitts. There's just not that much rain that comes in down here. Used to be a lot of wild goats and cows down here, but they've all been taken out. It's very pretty though down here. This is where Christoph Harbor is, and Park Hyatt is also down here. And one thing that is nice about St. Kitts, as I mentioned before, is there's no income tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax. You got no capital gains tax. Obviously, you got to look at the country that you're in. If you're in the U.S., the U.S. tax is based on worldwide income. So you can qualify for the foreign earned income exclusion, which I have videos on those, and you can also relinquish your U.S. citizenship. That's the best way to do it. Some people just can't get themselves to doing it, and then when they do it, they go, gee whiz, we should have done this years ago. You can still go back to the U.S., and it's so close to the U.S. you can go back. It's like a 3 or 4 hour flight on the East Coast to go back. It's amazing how many people just don't know how much better it is when you can totally change your whole tax situation, and it's so close to the U.S. That's the neat thing about it, and it's all English speaking. And as I put on other videos, once you get citizenship here, which you can get as quick as 2 months with the fast track program, you can actually work in the other OCES countries, and most of they're all in the Caribbean, and all of them either have a territorial tax system or pure tax haven status. So you get a lot of fringe benefits from living and working in these countries here. That's the nice thing about living down here. And like when you buy a property, it's like 0.20% is the property tax per year, and then you get like a $29,000 exclusion off of that. So your property tax is almost nothing when you buy a property here. So if you really want to cut back on taxes, man, there's no better place than to do it than here. It can really dramatically change your tax status. It's just a lot of people can't get themselves to doing it. Now, a lot of times people come up and say, well, Tom, what's the difference in doing this and going to Puerto Rico? I've got other tapes on that, so I'm not going to get in depth a lot on that, but Puerto Rico, I don't think that status is going to stay that way, number one. And number two, you're in the hole around $20,000 the first year when you go down there, just in fees, not including the taxes you're going to have to pay. There is taxes you have to pay, and Puerto Rico has in itself about a 33% individual income tax when you pay yourself a salary. And you do have to pay part of yourself that money as a salary. You can't take all of it out as a dividend. And then you do have a corporate tax of 4%, and then you still have FICA taxes of 15%. So it's not like you're getting around everything. You're still paying a lot. It's less than the U.S., but if you really want to get around everything, you need to relinquish. And it is nice, the foreign earned income exclusion. You can get your taxes to zero depending on your situation. I'd have to sit down and talk to you, and you need to look at the other tapes and videos on that too. Okay, now we're entering Turtle Beach now, and they've got a lot of big homes down here. It's like I said, it's on the very end of the island. This is the southernmost tip. And it's got really good views out here to Booby Island, which I'm gonna go up that way here now. I wanted to show you also some other lots up here that have really good views of the ocean. Of course, you're going to have a lot of wind blast if you get right on the ocean front down here. So it's really better to be up high and off the ocean. Your views are better. You never get tired of the views here. That's the way to be buying. But you can see these are all nice homes. You can see one way up on the hilltop up there. But you have to remember, this is about 11 miles back to Basseterre. It's about 8 miles to Frigate Bay. So you're looking at, just to get a loaf of bread, there's no major grocery store down here, so you're gonna have to drive about 8 miles just to get a loaf of bread. That's the big disadvantage. And there's no street lights down here at all going back to town. So if your car gives out, you're not going to be able to see anything. You need a flashlight and everything to change your tire, and it'd be very difficult to see. Now, as time goes on, that will change, but not right now. But some people like it that way. They like it very quaint, and it's this very quiet place here. These are houses on the ocean front. I think one was on the ocean front back over here for about $4 million US. Just to give you an idea of the prices down here, they're totally different than some of these other developments that I've shown you before. But see, the views out here are really nice. That's Nevis off in the distance, as you can see. And then you can see the houses up on the hilltop up here. What kind of views you're going to have. Just incredible views. And that's that little island called Booby Island. It's real pretty out there. Now there's an area up here that you can actually get individual lots for sale. But your lots down here are going to run you probably around 12 to 20 US a square foot. If you go to Christophe Harbor, you're looking at around 75 to probably $125 a square foot. And here's a house right on the ocean front, right down there. You can see the views out here in the water, just incredible. Of course, that's Nevis. And we'll go up here a little bit further. The views out here are just incredible. Now, also, if you go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and also, if you hit the subscribe button, you'll get new videos as they come out automatically. We're going to do a series of tapes on St. Kitts, so you can kind of see the whole island. We're going to be doing the southern part today, and probably the next few days of the southern part. Now, this is a place called Pelican Point up here. You can see they had an estate sale out here. You can see the views out on that point right there. Incredible views here. can see your views out there. Now, these lots up on the hilltop have incredible views. Now, you're going to have a lot of wind blast up here, so this is something you got to take in consideration. But you can see the views going down on the ocean are incredible out in the Caribbean there. They run anywhere from, a steel would be 12 US a square foot, up to probably around 20 US a square foot. And you can see they go back up this way here too. Now, great thing about St. Kitts too, if you want to run an international business, the great thing about here is, there's almost 8 billion people in the world today. So how you get to those people and market to them is by the internet. All new businesses just about coming up are going to be internet related. That's the wave of the future. And you can do that from any place in the world. You do not have to be in the US. You don't have to be in Germany. You can do it right from the comfort of your home. And you can do it in a place like St. Kitts that has no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, and be able to get great, credible views like this. And this is what if you want to really get ahead, if you can keep a lot of this money you're paying out in taxes, man, it can save you a fortune. And you can see the views up here are just incredible. Just incredible out here. And this is called Pelican Point. And it just keeps going up higher and higher. You can see the road here. It just goes up higher and higher to the very top. So like I said, your views out here are real good, but you're going to have sea blast. And they're also, there is no land alien holder license out here, so you escape that. But like I said, probably your biggest disadvantage is you're far away from, when I say far away, you got to remember you can't drive fast, because it's 11 miles back to town. In a lot of places you think, gee, that's not that far, but you can't drive fast. These roads are winding. So, you have to take that in consideration. That's a big point you got to remember. Anyway, if you're interested in learning more, if you go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and hit that top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions, and hit the bottom bar that says send it to us so we can help you get started. We deal with a lot of citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries all over the world. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen. You'll get new videos automatically, and also hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button. And if you got a question or comment, just put it below, and I'll be glad to talk to you. Folks, you can determine your destiny. You have to make the decision to move. It's a step sometimes. It's hard to take, but and I would tell you this too: if you can make the step to go to Puerto Rico, why don't you just make the complete step and get outside the U.S. and its overseas territories totally? That's the best way to do it. That way, if you want to relinquish, you can do it. You've been outside for a while, then you can make the determination if you want to relinquish at that point. I always tell people, take it in baby steps. First of all, get a second passport. That's the first step. The second step is then you need to move overseas if you want to try to get your taxes down lower. Okay? And then number 3 is if you get to that step where you want to totally, be away from your country, or if it's the U.S., relinquish your citizenship, then you can get around all taxes. But you got to break your tax ties from those countries that tax worldwide income, like Germany, France, Italy, other countries like Australia, Canada. U.S., you're going to have to not just move, but you're going to have to relinquish unless you qualify for the foreign earned income exclusion. and there's limits even on that. So you have to look at that. I've got videos on that too. If you got a question, just put it below and I'll be glad to answer whatever question you got. And I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.